Guys, we're officially leaving the 2024 farmers market. It is closing down last day. I got a ton of stuff, and yes, it's well over our $20 weekly budget. But I'm going to share with you what we picked up as soon as we get home. Alright, so we're back home, and I'm going to show you what we grabbed from the second farmer. This is a guy that we drop by, I would say, once a month. We don't shop from him that often, but they tend to have some goodies that we like to pick up. So right off the bat, we picked up some onions. I prefer that he does not peel the onions. I want the dried husk on it. But we're going to be using this for a project from the first farmer. And I've already picked up a bunch of garlic heads, so I grabbed one more. And then this was the prize of the day. Look at that spinach. Oh man, healthy baby spinach. So they do not spray, he says. I haven't found any evidence that they spray. For the most part, their food doesn't look huge or anything like that, but that doesn't matter. You can have a regular size. But yes, he said he does not spray. So we're going to get all this washed up, and then I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to preserve this spinach. On to the next farmer. I'll put the total of that farmer price right about here. Now let's move on to our favorite farmer we have been visiting for the last 3 summers that we've been here. All right, this is the goodies from this farmer this week. To round off our 2024 season, we grabbed 2 butternut squash. I look at it as this squash is a whole dinner. This is a whole dinner. We like it pureed into soup, creamy with something good like fried shrimp on the side. Yeah, so that will get put into the squash basket along with these 2. I bought 2 before, and yes, I promise to grow it next year because I prefer not having to buy these since I know I can grow them. These apples we got practically free. I think he charges like $3. So these are ambrosia, and these there's summer squashes left over. So we'll probably fry this up throughout the week and eat on these. And then lovely Asian pears. We'll eat a couple, but I'm going to turn this into pear jam. So if you guys caught that right, we have 1 preservation, 2 meals, 2 meals, eating this week, and then some some spinach that we got to preserve. Oh, I forgot one more thing we got from our farmer. Sitting off to the side. Ta-da! We grabbed 2 heads of cabbage. So, along with tons of carrots we still have sitting in the fridge, which carrots last a really long time in the fridge, especially if you keep them underwater. This plus an onion of the other farmer is going to make a ton of sauerkraut. Sauerkraut, and the way we make it, or we call it coleslaw mix, is how I'm able to bulk up a meal such as tacos. My family loves a big scoop of it on the side. They actually put it in their tacos. We put them on burgers. What else do we do with the sauerkraut? We make coleslaw out of it. So carrots, cabbage, onion is how we make it. It's very easy. So I'm going to bring you guys along in this week's canning projects, preserving projects of this large shopping haul. I'll put the second farmer price here along with the total, and we'll get cracking. So right now I am going to enjoy that beautiful sunshine that we have peeking over my shoulder, cut up an apple, and head on outside before I bring you guys in. So come along this week because we got work to do. So I kept going back and forth trying to figure out exactly what I should do with these apples. And I decided instead of eating them, I'm going to go ahead and turn them into applesauce. So I'm taking off some of the soft spots that are around the apples. And I'm going to chop them up, take out the core, but leave the skins on. My family doesn't have a problem eating applesauce with the skins on, especially since I blend it up at the end and push them through a sieve before I put them into the jar. I got the little handy dandy apple cutter that makes it quite easy. And then all those cores are fermenting for apple cider vinegar. I finally got a mother, so I am making sure that I always make apple cider vinegar in the fall time. Another day in the kitchen, and I'm going to get my cabbage all sliced up to make a coleslaw mix. The best way to eat this is on tacos for us or like a side dish. So I am going to take 2 medium size, almost large size heads of cabbage and slice them as thin as possible. I do cut the cores out. I do not include the cores. If you prefer for it to be more of a chunkier style, then you are more than welcome to chop it into square shapes versus slice like what I'm doing, but it's totally up to you. We're going to be adding salt later, it'll wilt down. Then I do about 1 large head of onion per head of cabbage, so in this case 2, and I will thinly slice those also and get them right into the bowl. Do you guys remember the carrots that we shredded up in a video? So I'm going to use this along with the onions and the cabbage for our coleslaw. So I'm going to go ahead and get that added in now. I'm probably going to need a bigger bowl. I need a bigger bowl. Alright, so pull out a bigger bowl because I need to get about 3 cups of shredded cabbage in here along with the rest of the onions and the cabbage. So this is about a 5-quart bowl, I believe. Anytime I see any large pieces of cabbage, I've been pulling them out. It's probably big chunks of the core that we just don't need, and they won't break down and get soft enough for our liking. Okay, so this coleslaw mix is perfect for a couple of different reasons. One, we're going to eat dinner with it. And what I'm going to create is called an egg roll in a bowl. Pretty much inside of an American style egg roll is cabbage, onions, carrots, and sometimes protein of choice. The protein that I'm going to use tonight for dinner is going to be Italian sausage. Lots of flavor in it, and I'm going to add in all the typical seasoning you will have with sesame seeds, soy sauce, or we use tamari. And I don't have mushrooms. I did not can mushrooms like I normally do, guys. So anyway, I'm going to add some of this coleslaw mix to the pan. I'm going to eat all of it over rice. If you are canning this along with me, another perfect use of it will be actually in an egg roll wrapper or a sushi wrapper. You can eat that as a meal. Just crack open a jar and then dump out the liquid, and there you have your contents. So this is really, really going to go far for us. So let's finish getting dinner made, and I will show you all the steps to get this fermented. Okay. We're going to use non-iodine salt. I'm going to start with 1/4 cup and just sprinkle it all over. It could be sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, Redmond's real salt, just anything that doesn't have iodine in it. All right, and we're going to go ahead and start giving this a zhuzh. Some of you guys are going to be kind of icked out by this, but the hands are the best tools, y'all. I'm trying with this spoon, but I'm about to give it a go for the hands. What you're trying to do is get the salt to release some of the liquid from the cabbage, and it'll break it down and it'll start to ferment. It'll start to ferment overnight, maybe 2 nights, 3 nights. It depends on you guys. Okay, I'm gonna add the rest of the cabbage from the smaller bowl. And like I said, this was only 1/4 of salt. 1/4 cup. Okay, so I'm gonna get my lid on this giant 4-quart bowl. Does anybody else like can at night, preserve at night? Alrighty. So it's like bigger than my head. So here we go, guys. This is gonna sit on my counter overnight, and then I'm gonna check it in the morning. 9 times out of 10 is not going to be the sourness that my family totally loves, but it's all right. What we're going to do after that is we're going to take some quart-sized jars, stuff it, and fill it with filtered water. The water will help the saltiness calm down a little bit, and then I'm going to cover all of them with coffee filters, and that way the cabbage can start to ferment. I'll leave that out for maybe 3-4 days, and then by the end of the week, so that'll be what, 5 days? By the end of the week, I should be able to have some nice fermented cabbage. I will store them in the fridge, and that's how we'll eat them. Can you can this? Yes, you can. You can put it in a pressure canner and can it up. If you want to water bath it, you need to use a pickle type rind on it. My family prefers to not have the pickle rind. They want it fermented style, which I will provide. So we will store this in the refrigerator. If you have cold storage, you can store it in cold storage, but we don't. When I store it in the fridge, I will leave on the flat lid and the ring, and we will just eat 1 jar at a time. I have had it to last in the refrigerator for almost 3 full months. I would say about 2.5 to 3 full months. It didn't go bad. It just, we ate it all. So, all right, that's it. That's how we're going to do it. So right now I got rice going. We have our egg roll in a bowl, and we're going to get some dinner going. And then, before the night is over, we are going to tackle the spinach. Okay, so dinner's done. I got the cabbage preserved for later. I got the spinach preserved. Everything else was put into the baskets. And so now I can sit down and rest because we got the majority of our canning projects done for the week. It wasn't that many. It's fall, y'all, so things could slow down. It looks so good. It smells so good. So I hope you guys come along as we are continuing to hit up the farmers markets before they close. Can you believe that? And then on to the holiday season. I hope you guys are preserving everything that you can get your hands on. And I hope to see you guys here next time. If you enjoyed this video, check out some more farmers market finds there. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Ooh, look. Yes, I still have to do something with that apple cider vinegar. So stay tuned. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Mmm.